Welcome back to the Journeyman. We saved our job in the last episode by starting to put a couple of results together and signing some Portuguese players. We had an horrendous run of fixtures, which led to a horrendous run of results. And as such, the board were like, mate, what are you doing? So what I did was sign some Portuguese players, improved the team in other areas as well. And thankfully, in the two fixtures we played against teams that are around us, we got strong wins. We faced more sides today that are around us. Brentford 15th, Everton 14th, Leeds 13th. All of which, winnable games for sure. Then Aston Villa and Arsenal. But Leicester 12th, Sheffield United 16th. West Brom as well. There's actually not that far to go till the end of the season. And we hope that we can A, keep Wolves up, B, keep our job, and C, try and progress in Season 5 in the Journeyman to get them up to the next level. And hopefully the board will give me some money to do that. We start with Brentford at home here, and hopefully we can start with 3 points as we look to rebuild this Wolves side, basically. We've kind of steadied the ship, and now it's a case of turning that ship in the direction it needs to go. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save, by the way. I'd very much appreciate it. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this save, or of course, the... I'm actually going to change that to defending. Or any of the My Player FIFA save, which is continuing to go up daily as ever. Of course, if you're interested in full manager mode stuff on FIFA, then check the main YouTube channel, Chesnoid Gaming. Alternatively, you want to watch any of it live, there's a link in the description to the Twitch channel, where we stream this and everything else live as well. Right, Brentford at home to begin with. Andrei Shevchenko is their manager. Let's see what we can do to begin. Corner for Alenya with not long left to go in the game. Oh, Fabio Silva, you beauty! 12th goal of the season. We lead by a goal to nil. It's come from the set piece. Huge goal. Alenya's delivery is pinpoint, and Fabio Silva's header, top corner. Yes! Right, instructions. Waste time and be a bit more disciplined, please, gentlemen. I worked the ball into the box on, and we haven't kept any more of the ball, but we got the lead. Alenya was provider, and could be again, actually. Danso! He is provider again! Carlos Alenya is a set-piece wizard, it seems. Not necessarily in the James Ward-Prowse-esque sense of the phrase, but in more of the Kevin De Bruyne sense of the phrase. He's an assist king! 2-0. And now, we'll waste even more time, please, if you don't mind, and actually play for set pieces. I should probably put play for set pieces on, shouldn't I? As a just general rule. Because we have been seeming to score quite a few from corners and free kicks with this Wolves side. It's a lovely ball by Eleni. Can he get a hat-trick of assists? Reece Nelson is in. He absolutely can. Wow, a second half salvo from Wolverhampton Wanderers. A 3-0 scoreline now. 3 goals in 5 minutes, I think. 74, 79, 81. 3 goals in 7 minutes. Fires us up to 15th in the league and 6 points clear of the relegation zone, although Norwich do have a game in hand. Oh, yes. That's the perfect way to start then. First half was a bit shaky. Second half, absolute perfection. Everton away then. They are 14th. We are 15th. And I think the gap in the table actually sees us too far behind them to go above them should we win. But we could go within a point if we can beat them. At the minute, I want to pull away from Norwich more so than I want to catch Everton. But as it happens, with this particular fixture, we could do both. I'm not going to go attacking. We'll go positive. But fingers crossed, we can back up what was a great second half performance against Brentford by doing it for the whole 90 minutes here against Everton. Former Wolves keeper Jose Sarr in goal, though. I will point my finger and say, let's get revenge. Here's Reece Nelson. Oh, what a ball. Fabio Silva, if he's onside, which it looks like he is, we're going to take a 1-0 lead in the 28th minute. The vision from Reece Nelson to see that pass. Wow. This Wolves side are starting to tick. Ah, of course, the man that scores their equaliser is Bruno Mendes. Why do they have Bruno Mendes? Because I sold him to him in January. His first goal for Everton. His first goal of the season. And it's against me. defence is really starting to build well for Everton. Morelos takes advantage of the mistake from the defender. And of course, mistakes like that 95% of the time lead to goals. And Morelos was the man that scored the 2 goals in Everton's win against us in my first game in charge. And he's only gone and done it a bloody again. Go on, Fabio, get there. Go on, then. Look here. Ah! Never mind. We'll take the defeat, then. It's going to be 2-1 to Everton, which is better than it was in the home game. We lost by 2-0 earlier in the season, so does that count as progress? Losing 2-0 at home to then 3-1 away. Probably not now. Mana Solomon buries it into the bottom corner in the last second of the game. Actually, no, it was Morelos again, wasn't it? Bloody Morelos. My bogeyman at the minute. That's a defeat again against Everton. No training tomorrow, gentlemen. We should have been better than that. We're good away. Sorry, we're good at home, but we're not so good away. Morelos had another good game against us, annoyingly. So with the gap now 7 points to Everton and Leicester, 8 points to Leeds, and Leicester and Leeds both have a game in hand. We're now certainly only really looking down the table than up. So, our youth intake was touted as excellent, 5-star. It's actually 1-star. Sick one, mate. Luca Tomlin is the only top talent, and he's shite. Mohamed Balaid is... they're all absolutely awful. Well, that's a disappointment, because Wolves have excellent facilities and excellent youth recruitment, and they've failed me there. Well and truly. Dear Manchester City, do me a favour. Oh, Christ, did they ever? 9-2? R.I.P. Fulham's... R.I.P. Fulham's goal difference. 9-2? An Erling Haaland hat-trick. He's got 30 in 26 so far this season in the Premier League. And a Tammy Abraham hat-trick as well. Erling has 40 goals in 41 starts so far this season. It's his, by far, best goal-scoring season of the save. At 25, he's just getting better and better and better. Leeds United home. Main 2 danger men, Joe Gelhardt and Jonathan Burkhardt. Rather obviously. Adama Traore, though, former obvious Wolves player. Apparently we're 8th in the form table. And Dombele, he's been good as an impact sub. I think Fabio Silva was offside there. That might get disallowed, actually. I think it is going to be. He did look offside in real time. And you would imagine, goal disallowed. Oh, he's onside! Allez, allez, allez! He's actually onside. Where is... Oh, hopefully there's a tight offside replay, because... I'm not sure about that one. Here we go. Tight offside replay. I genuinely think he was off. Oh, it's the number 3 down here that plays him on. Oh, dear. We lead by goal to 0. Praise. Playing a bit of head tennis at the minute, but it's a game of head tennis we're winning. Carlos Alena's in. The keeper's come all the way. He's not got there. Fabio Silva! 15th goal of the season. Keeper has had an absolute meltdown there. Danny Olmo gives Liverpool the lead against Brentford as well, which is superb. Alenia tried to just get it under control. I don't know what the keeper's doing. Just try and keep hold of the ball. It's actually cautious, and we'll try and work the ball into the box. Just try and keep possession for a bit. "25 minutes or so to go. And there's a third goal. That's game over. It's been all Leeds in this second half. Like, the momentum has just been pure, solid, big blocks of white. But we've been able to... Carlos Alena's coming off now after scoring that goal. But it does give us the opportunity to give Alexis McAllister a little bit of a run out before the end of the game. We will lower the tempo slightly as well. Oh, thank God for that. We're going to get 3 points here. We're going to be 7 points above the drop with 7 games to go. Huge result. What do we say on the way in? We've got to win our home games and we'll absolutely stay up. No, we're not even on extended highlights. It's on key. There's just been so much action and goalmouth opportunity for Leeds in this second half, but they just can't put the ball in the back of the net. That's the game. To be fair, 17 chances, but only a 0.94 XG. Leeds will rue themselves for not being clinical enough there. Finish line's in sight. We are nearly safe. 40 points is supposedly the cutoff, isn't it? The golden number. We only need 8 more. We've got Aston Villa away next. Wolves fans want permanent deals struck for Reece Nelson. I mean, he has been great, but what is the golden rule? Don't fall in love with a loan player. His contract at Palace doesn't run out for another 2 years. I don't have £31 million available to pay the optional future fee. I just quite simply haven't got the money for it. But I take him on loan again next year. Judging by his loan performances this year, he's really genuinely helped us pull away from the relegation zone. I'm very thankful to him for it. West Brom just lost to Manchester City. They are getting very close to not only confirming their early relegation, but also Derby's record of 11 points. Norwich have drawn 2-2 with West Ham, which is good news for us. Continually gives us the opportunity to pull away from the relegation zone, although a 7th placed Aston Villa will certainly have something to say about that. We will drop from positive to balanced, and I'm actually going to go back to 4-3-3 for this one. And we will hopefully be able to see the test of Aston Villa through and avoid defeat. I'd love a point in this one, obviously, but I'm expecting to lose this. I'm expecting to lose against Arsenal, and if we can get something from the Leicester game, then I'm happy, I think. Johnny's on a hell of a run here. Reece Nelson, deliver it. Fabio Silva buries it. It's a good goal. We are in front at Villa Park. Lovely run by Johnny. He just wouldn't stop running. Been very impressed with Wilfred Gnonto so far in his time at Leeds. Can't leave someone like Taiwo Awoniyi alone in the box with that much space. Villa are level with 8 minutes to go. That was a mistake from the defence to leave him quite so free. Don't even think about it now. It's going in, isn't it? I can feel it in my bones. Okay, cool. Aston Villa 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. And we've gone from 1-0 up to 2-1 down in the space of 2 minutes. Sick. Wow, Awoniyi is quite bloody good, apparently. Although he's... Jesus! Berlin to Forest to QPR to Villa. He's been around the houses. Finally settled, it seemed. First time in 5 years. He's actually had a second season at a club. Please get a last gasp late equaliser. I do not want to lose this. You've seen Gnonto live a couple of times playing for Zurich. Oh. Playing for Zurich here in Bern. Are you in Switzerland, are you, Pro-Exit? I don't know whether I knew that or not. Martin, thank you very much indeed for 10 gifted subs. Was acting all surprised in chat earlier when he was like, Connor's gifted 286. They were Martin's. Go on, Fabio Silva, bury it. Yeah, beauty! 2-2! Oh, Wolves, I we! Martin was acting all surprised in chat earlier because Connor gifted 286. Martin's gifted 10 now to have gifted a total of 348 subscriptions to the channel. Fearless Jazz, Magpie, Daddy Yeet, Shadow Killer, Barkley Boy, Jaden, Purity, Not Sis, Ham, and Archie the Lenger. You've all got subscriptions to the channel. Martin's only been following since April 23rd, 2020. So that's 348 subs in 3 years. Martin is gifted, on average, more than 2 subs a week. Thank you, Martin. It's very generous of you. And Collar too. Don't let Martin's 2 subs a week on average diminish your 1 sub a week on average. Both of you have been phenomenally generous over the past few years, and it absolutely has helped me continue to do this for a living. I appreciate it very much indeed. Delighted to have gotten the point there, despite Aston Villa thinking they'd won it. Fabio Silva had other ideas. We do get a single point. Takes us 8 clear of Fulham. They do have a game in hand, but hopefully they're about to lose to Leicester in that game in hand. We'll find out in due course. 8.9 for Fabio Silva, is continuing to impress and put himself in the shop window, even though I don't want to bloody sell him. Tomic bid rejected. Yeah, he does have a minimum fee release clause of 5.25 million. Let's go! Start negotiations. Squad player. Absolutely, pal. If we can go down 1 step on each, then that would be great. Ooh-wee! 17 grand a week, absolutely, sir. Minimum release clause, 74 million. We could set that higher than that. That'd be great. 88 million, maybe. 85. Hoo-wee! The Serbian MBAPPE is potentially coming to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Right, Arsenal away. We're 15th. They are 8th. But if they beat us, they can go back into the top 7 for a European spot. Fully expecting them to do so, unfortunately. McAllister's still not fit enough to... Wow, Fabio Silva's a 4.5-star player now. Wow. Starting to consider whether he should be looking to move to a bigger club. I might try and sign him on a new contract with an even bigger release clause on it. Fabio Silva, he's starting to very much get to the position where he might outgrow us. I'll switch those two around. Elenu's been playing very well, actually. They've both been playing very well. I'm not going to take either of them out. Let's actually... No. Yeah, let's put you back in there, but we'll still stick with that. Anthony was back, wasn't he? Anthony's fit for 45 minutes of action as well. I'll start Anthony ahead of Embolo, but we'll have Embolo on the bench to come on because Anthony's obviously not going to last the full 90. So let's do that. Can't really take Fabio Silva out of there, really, can I? At this stage. Ivan Toney came in as a squad player and hasn't played, but it's only because Fabio Silva's been spectacular. Arsenal's team is just as good as it ever was, and obviously with those youngsters that have undoubtedly grown since the beginning of the save, they're underperforming down in 8th. First goal is always important. Kevin Danso is solid. Arsenal are in indifferent form, as are we, but their indifferent form is worse than it should be, and our indifferent form is actually better than it was. So you never know what's going to happen here. Well intercepted, Temgun Ndombele. He's just had enough. He's on a run. Oh, and what a ball. Oh, what a goal on the counter-attack. Oh, is he getting pulled back for offside? It might be. He looked on. So when I thought he was off, he was on. And when I thought he was on, he was off. The vision from Ndombele is tight, but it's the right call. Ndombele, as a former Spurs man, knows exactly what this game is all about against Arsenal. And Fabio Silva is just unstoppable at the minute. The first one was disallowed. That one flies into the back of the net, and we are 1-0 up here against Arsenal. Fabio Silva is coming of age in this save right now. Carlos Alenia to Reece Nelson, another former Arsenal player, or rephrased, former North London player, with Ndombele obviously being formerly Spurs, gets the assist. I hesitate to commit to buying Reece Nelson because obviously he might not do it next season. But he has been a fantastic loanee, and I'd absolutely be interested in loaning him again next year. But I wouldn't want to commit to buying Reece Nelson, that's for sure, unless he does it for a second season or for a second spell. Jesus. Oh, thumped home by Dominic Szoboszlai. Deflected to him, but Arsenal are level. If we lose Fabio... The thing is, if we lose Fabio Silva, it will be for a significant fee. So it's not too much of a worry at the moment. Either Fabio Silva stays and he continues to score goals for us, or we lose him, but we get a massive chunk of funds. I think he was offside again there, Fabio Silva. He's going to come back to VAR for a second time. He might have had a hat-trick in this game, Fabio Silva. But the goal is allowed, and we are in front again through Fabio Silva for the second time. Johnny with the assist. Floated over, definitely onside. It wasn't even close that time, actually. He had to run around the defender to get there. I'm going to see the replay. I'm sure he was actually the right... He's still... Oh, he's onside by a mile, Fabio Silva. A good 2 yards. Form of his life right now, Fabio Silva. Wanted by Manchester United and Leipzig. Has a release clause of 100 million that expires in a few years' time. On 88 grand a week. He's going to start wanting... Or start rumblings of potentially wanting to move to a bigger club now that he's starting to really perform like this. But if I can get him on a new deal, that'd be insane. We will try and get him on a new contract if we can. Walters. Tony's nearly stolen it back. Ivan Toney, a former Tottenham player, of course, in this save. Arsenal have had 22 shots, a 3.52 XG, and they lose by 2-1. Fabio Silva, we are bowing down to you, mate. We are Fabio Silva FC at the moment. Tomic granted work permit. The young Serbian MBAPPE will join us here at Wolves. That's an exciting signing. That's a very exciting signing. No! Is that season over? Fabio Silva is out for 4 to 5 weeks with a twisted ankle. Thankfully, we've still got 11 days till the Leicester game. But Fabio Silva may play no further part this season. Cambridge promoted to League One. Let's go. Cambridge. Yes, boys. In this save, finished 17th, 12th, then relegated, but immediately bounced back. Yellows, 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 yellows. Georgie Kelly bagging the goals. Here we go. Relegation scrap approaches final battle. West Brom are already down. Norwich are 5 points from safety. Fulham are a point from safety. We are 7 clear with 5 games to go. 7 points clear of the drop with 5 games to go. We have 14th place Leicester, 16th place Sheffield United, and 20th place West Brom in our final 5 games. So we're safe. Let's be honest, we're safe. Norwich, 3rd, 2nd, 5th, and 7th in their final 5 games. Norwich, I think, are down. Fulham, 9th, 17th, 12th, 4th, and 6th. A chance for them. Brentford, 7th, 18th, 8th, 11th, 20th. A chance for Brentford as well. Sheffield United have the easier run-in of everybody, really. Yeah, they have the easier run-in of everybody, apart from maybe ourselves. And then Leicester are 9 points from the drop, so Leicester aren't even in the conversation. They've got a fairly straightforward run-in as well, and it's Leicester that we play next away from home in 2 days' time. Gonzalo Guedes still failing fitness test, but that's fine. Well, Sheffield United had 2 men sent off, but still were able to pick up a win against Everton by 1-0. Munir in the 85th minute. It's huge for Sheffield United. That result could keep them up. Norwich didn't play. Fulham lost 1-0 to West Ham. Brentford lost 2-1 to Aston Villa. So if we can get anything from this game against Leicester, that's if we can win. We'll be 10 points clear with 12 available. Damsgaard looking for Barnes. It's all Leicester at the minute. Lovely ball. Ekkelenkamp, goal. Jurgen Ekkelenkamp's 3rd goal of the season. Leicester City lead by 1-0 in the 13th minute. Lovely run from deep. Running off the back of the defender who probably didn't know he was there. Needed a shout from his teammate. Here he is running through the middle. and just ghosts in behind Nathan Collins. Danso doesn't say anything, nor go with the runner. And Ekkelenkamp's like, well, I'll go and score then, shall I? 15 finishing on a centre mid is very good. 16 million is all they paid as well to bring him in from Antwerp. He looks tasty out of position. You better mark him in the middle. It's going to be a pen, isn't it? Fabio Silva's got dick all to do with the defending. Penalty review. I'm sure it's a pen. Yeah. We might be without Fabio Silva, but that doesn't. No Fabio Silva doesn't make Nelson Semedo challenge like that, does it? Ekkelenkamp from the spot. Buries it. 2-0. Bugger. Might just be better off playing Alenia further forward and McAllister a bit deeper, maybe. Because Alenia did do well in that cam spot, didn't he? It's a decent run this by Nelson Semedo. He's got support. Here's Anthony. Oh! Deflected in off Ndidi's heels. It's an own goal. We're back in the game. Anthony the architect. Fulham are 2-0 up against Sunderland. That'll be game over in the FA Cup now, barring a remarkable comeback from side from the northeast. Speaking of comebacks, wouldn't mind one here if you don't mind. It's typical. The game that I thought that we'd be the side, or the more likely to get a result in, this Leicester away one, is going to be the one that we lose by 3-1, and we were able to draw with Villa and beat Arsenal. So we've still gotten more points than I anticipated from this set of 3 fixtures. It's just that they've come in entirely different ways. Yeah, no Fabio Silva. Well, I mean, it's the first game, so I can't really draw too many conclusions. But at the minute, it looks like no Fabio Silva, no dice. Oh, that's disappointing that that's gone in that fashion. Moussa Dembele makes it 4-1. And I think that flatters Leicester. They've not been that good. 4-1 is harsh on us, I think. XG is only that high because of the penalty. I'll actually... Oh, they all switched off. Okay. I was going to say, I actually sympathise with them a little bit there. So we're 7 points clear of the drop with 12 points available. We have Sheffield United at home next. That's absolutely a winnable game. And then after that, it's West Ham at home, who are 8th. West Brom away, who are already relegated. And then Southampton at home at the end of the season. We should be fine. I've no doubts whatsoever that we won't survive. So, no doubts that we'll survive. No doubts at all that we'll survive. The board are now at a C+ with us. The supporters are still at a B. They're very happy. Trying to win around the players, but they're reluctant at the moment to actually be anything other than average. But most of the players like me and are happy. We're going to try and get a Spanish player in to make Johnny happy. And we'll do that in the summer. We're going to bring some Portuguese players in the summer as well. We're trying to sell Gonçalo Guedes for £50 million to Chelsea. Brildon and Ebola is already leaving us to go to Fiorentina. With a number of players leaving on freeze, whether that be because they don't want to negotiate a new contract or that we're letting them go. It's going to be a very, very busy summer. But we want to make sure we end the season the right way, and that will happen in the next episode. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. Follow me on Twitch and come and join me live for these two. It'd be great to have you over. And of course, we'd love to see you for the summer transfer window as well. I think you can see from the goal scorer list, it's 19 for Fabio Silva and no more than 3 for anyone else. And that 3 is Kevin Danso at centre-back. So we need to get some more goals throughout the squad, I think, if we're to be any good next season. Have pure curiosity, I know we've only joined Wolves this season, but maybe we keep them up in the summer, or keep them up this season and then move on in the summer. Just come here, do a job, and then leave again. We'll wait and see what jobs become available in the summer. And if there's a big one, maybe we go for it. Because saving them from relegation is going to add to our managerial status as well. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.